Hello, guys. Welcome to Sports Taza. We are here to discuss the British Grand Prix, and with Lewis winning in front of his home fans, the England crowd going wild. It would have been great if an Italian company would have won in front of England crowd. It would have been a taste of the Euro 2021 again. But luckily, the Britishers performed well today. I'll start with Rohan. Rohan, what do you see about the very controversial crash in lap one between Lewis and Max?
Yeah, thanks Vidit for adding me. So, like a very eventful, controversial, and an exciting race we got to see at the British Grand Prix this season. And about the crash, my personal opinion is that Hamilton was at fault. It was kind of intentional. I mean, had it been any other track, Hamilton wouldn't have taken that chance. He is always the long game person, but this time he had to show something. He could have taken a different line, and there was some understeer, so maybe not 100% his fault. So he got a 10-second penalty, that's fair, but he won the race fair and square in front of his home crowd. It would be exciting to see how Red Bull and Max bounces up from this. I would still say a minor hiccup.
Definitely. So Lewis has always said it's a marathon, not a sprint. But we remember what happened in the restart when he went for the sprint and actually ended up as P16 in this year. Abhishek, what's your take on the crash?
I think it's very hard to judge. I think it is almost racing incident with 50-50 both side, almost. But for me also, I would also give little bit more blame to Hamilton for the crash specifically. Uh, but it is absolutely clear why he has done it because I think at Spain, at Imola, he got like very aggressive overtake coming from the back. And he just wanted to make statement that, I can also if you try that, I will also be equally aggressive. So I think he was trying to make that statement a little bit, and therefore we saw that he was not fully on the inside. He did come a little bit far from the apex or understeer, as Rohan has said. But the thing is, it's very costly for Max because it's such a high-speed corner and it's very dangerous. Like it was a very very dangerous crash. I think it's very lucky to see Max escape with hopefully escape with very very limited injuries, which still are being. So I would
Definitely, it
just
was
say that,
quite scary.
yeah,
And I hope all F1 fans across teams, whatever you're supporting, hopefully Max comes out fine and safe from this
yeah,
crash.
yeah,
But what I feel is when two champions are going head to head, no matter what the circuit is, no matter what the home crowd is, this was bound to happen. You knew neither of Max nor Lewis, they'll back out. They will go head to head. And luckily, Hamilton didn't get a lot of damage. He got some damage on his front wing, but then the red flag really helped him. And I don't know, it was quite funny to see the engineers fixing his front wing with some Fevikwik duct tape. I really don't know what was happening, but it seemed quite good. And I think जुगाड़ हर जगह चलता है. But on that front, Abhishek, what do you think of Charles? How good was he today?
he was very good. So he was very good. He was very good yesterday also, and today he immediately took the lead of the start. Then he went on to keep the lead. He took the lead when the accident happened, and for longest time I was like really rooting for him. So it was very good.
Definitely. Rohan, your take on Ferrari or on Charles in specific?
I feel that Charles was phenomenal today with the kind of machinery Charles has this season. We know it's a slower car than both the Red Bull and the Mercedes. To lead the race almost till the end of the race, like I think he got overtaken by Hamilton on lap 48 or 40, lap
Yeah,
49. So that was really phenomenal. And let's not discount the fact that he was having engine issues. He had to reprogram some engine maps in the middle of the race while defending his position from Hamilton. And as we have seen in the past, Leclerc's car, Ferrari's car was strong with the medium tires, but they could not pull it off with the hard tires, and like Lewis could overtake him easily towards the end of the race. So something is up, definitely up and about in the Ferrari garage. They are on the ascendance. Let's see them climb up the ladders, and let's hope to see some more strong performance coming from Charles and Ferrari.
Definitely, it's going to be a very tough fight between McLaren and Ferrari for the number three spot. But coming to the Drivers' Championship, Lewis has it was a 33-point lead before we got into the qualifying and today race, and now it's just an 8-point lead. And ये 8 point भी इसलिए because Perez actually wiped out the fastest lap deficit and he sacrificed his 10th spot of P10 1 point. And so Red Bull actually sacrificing the Drivers' Championship point from Lewis and giving up their constructors championship. What do you have to say about that, Abhishek? Because constructors championship is quite close. Red Bull had a 43-point lead, but now it's just a 4-point lead. Mercedes has covered up a lot this weekend.
Yeah, they've made big inroads into the lead which Red Bull had. So it would have been hard, I think, any which way for Perez to get it because
No,
I think he was
he
at
was coming P10. He had reached
really
P10 when Kimi spun. Yeah, he had reached
okay.
P10. He was getting a point. He let go
Okay.
that point, took another pit stop just to wipe
Mhm.
off 1 point of
Mhm.
the fastest lap. Do you think that was a
Yeah.
fair tactic, or
Yeah,
because
I
Red
think it's
Bull
a
was
fair
getting
tactic.
that 1 point, now they've not even got that 1 point.
No. Red Bull would have got the 1 point, and Mercedes also got the 1 point. So it would have been
Correct.
same. So
Yeah.
he took it out from both, and he ensured that Lewis has one less point. He's one step behind Max. So I think it's fine
Okay.
because it
So
is one
Rohan,
point
we
he lost.
see
But yeah,
both
please go.
Mercedes Red Bull partners playing perfect wingman. Sergio Perez, perfect wingman to Max. Bottas, not enough. He's a perfect wingman for Lewis, and Lewis absolutely loves him. So, what do you think of this entire friendship between their roommates and their teammates?
Um, I don't know. I mean, drivers, especially Formula One drivers, racers, when it comes to racers, they are not really the cooperative kind. But somehow Red Bull and Mercedes have found kind of wingmans to their leading drivers with Perez and this guy, Valtteri.
But I
I
think the
don't know.
situation demands it, right? Bottas is in such a scrutiny. His seat for next year is not guaranteed, and by obeying to the team's orders, he's just furthering his clause and his position that I am the second candidate.
But like, I don't know why would he settle for being a second driver at a number one team. I mean, no racer wants that. Nobody wants that actually. And even I don't. For a moment, I also don't understand why Red Bull gambled with Perez's race today. Why did they go for that 1 point that Lewis could have had? It's only halfway through the season. They could have like instead of focused more on to get maximum points for the team for the constructors championship.
But it's simply wiping a point of Max. So now the lead is of 8 points. It would have been 7 points had Lewis got the fast lap. Anyway, so some really exciting things. Next weekend is the on 18th is the Hungaroring, and absolutely Lewis bastion. But before that, we had the first sprint qualifying. Abhishek, what do you feel of that?
Yeah, Spain
Worth the
qualifying.
hype, worth the experience, or how would you rate on a scale of 1 to 10?
Uh, I would give like four maybe because I like the old qualifying spectrum or the format quite a lot. So for me, definitely it was good as a one-off. I will appreciate as a one-off. It was something new we tried, but it's a little bit gimmicky for me. So I find it like a little bit of a gimmick to gain audience on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, it was just too short.
Absolutely.
I
Rohan,
think.
on your rating on a scale of 1 to 10?
Uh, I would say it's a solid 7 for me because if given because we have the benefit of hindsight, given how the race has panned out, I mean it was a successful experiment, the sprint race. But let's not see more of the same kind throughout the season. And I think we'll have two more this season. It was a good, successful experiment this time around.
Definitely, because it added to the entire weekend experience for me at least. So I used to watch the Saturday and Sunday usually. This was the first time I actually saw Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
And I used to usually see the FP highlights, but quite an exciting format, and it should not be continued across. But I think F1 is also experimenting, trying to add to the entire Friday experience and building on the entire 3 day property. So at least they're experimenting. Experiments should never be discouraged, and if they do not work, they'll not go ahead. But certainly, so with this, thank you everyone for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.